Hey guys, a lovely lady whose channel I enjoy watching, her name is Lorna Cunnington, and of course I will link her channel up here and down below. She has a daughter, Jaimee-Leigh, who, she debuts in a lot of her videos, and she is such a beautiful girl, and she has been watching some different Christmas tags going around, and she was having a fun time watching them and decided that she would like to put together a little one of her own for her mom to do. So Lorna did it, and I thought it was really cute and fun, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to do that too. So Jaimee-Leigh, thank you for creating this tag for your mom, and now for me to be able to do as well. And so I'm just going to jump right into it. It's a tag, it's Christmas. These are like some of my favorite things. And so let's do this. So question number 1 is, what is your dream present that you know you won't get? Dream present I know I won't get. I would have to say it would be incredible if my husband were to surprise me and say we're going on a cruise. Like, that would be like the ultimate present to me. I was on a cruise once when I was 15 with my family, and then we were just on one in 2017 when my oldest son was graduating high school. My husband and our 3 sons and I all went together on one, and we had so much fun. And my husband and I were like, okay, we need to do this again, just you and I. So that would be like the ultimate gift, but I know I'm not going to get that, and I'm okay with that, but that would be like the dream gift to get. Number 2, what is your favorite Christmas movie? Favorite Christmas movie? I don't know. I like a lot of Christmas movies. I actually just watched one recently that I was like, thought was really cute, and it was on Netflix, and it's called Let It Snow. And it's more of like a teenager based movie, but for some reason there was just something about it. And I think because of that feeling of thinking about when you're young and like just kind of first love type things, or I think 2 of the people in the movie are like best friend, a guy and girl best friend, and that's how my husband and I were. So I think that resonated with me. So I really enjoyed that. So I think for this year, I would say Let It Snow. So I'll just go with this year's favorite Christmas movie. It's called Let It Snow on Netflix. So if you haven't seen it, you can check it out. Number 3, what's the favorite thing you like to do at Christmas? My absolute favorite thing is how on Christmas Eve, after church, after my husband's parents and his sister have come over and we've all played games at my mom and dad's, we're all at my mom and dad's, and eating dinner and all that kind of stuff, and they go home, and the guys all go out to the man cave in my dad's garage, and my sister and my mom and I are just in the house, and we have the Christmas music playing softly and the fire's going, and we have all the lights off except for the tree and the lights up the staircase and on the mantle, and it's just such a peaceful time and just such a time to like reflect on the season and all the fun stuff that led up to that point and the fun that's coming the next day. And that is just my favorite part of Christmas. I absolutely love that. So that's my favorite thing to do, is have that time, I guess. Number 4, what Christmas tradition have you kept from childhood? Well, I would say spending the night and waking up with my mom and dad, because I have never had a single Christmas where I have not spent the night on Christmas Eve with my mom and dad and woken up in the morning and done Christmas morning with them. So over the years, now only one of my sisters still does it with us. The other one, her and her husband and their 3 girls stay home Christmas Eve and do Christmas morning together, and then they come to my mom and dad's and then spend the night Christmas night, and we do like another little Christmas together the next day with them there. But I have never not been with my mom and dad for Christmas, and so that is my Christmas tradition, I guess, that I've kept since childhood. And I don't think many people can say that, because I'm 41 and have never spent a Christmas Eve and Christmas morning not sleeping in the same place as my parents. Number 5, what's the weirdest gift you have ever received? Weirdest gift? I don't know if I've ever got a really weird gift. I take that back. I had a boyfriend one time whose grandma was super sweet, and I know she was just trying to give me something because she was just sweet like that. But she gave me, she had been a teacher, but like years and years before, because she was quite elderly, and she gave me these apple candles that I knew she must have gotten from like a student way back when. And so she gave those to me for Christmas, and I was like 18, so it was pretty funny, but it was very sweet of her, but I think that's probably like the strangest gift that I've ever gotten. Number 6, do you stay in PJs or dress up at Christmas? Well, it's kind of funny because Christmas Eve we go to church and everything, so we're all dressed up, and then when we get back to my mom and dad's, we get in our PJs and whatever, and then it kind of changes each year. But we've had days where like my other aunts and cousins and stuff who come over on Christmas Day, we're like, okay, everybody just wears pajamas today. Like we let them know ahead of time. They come over in their pajamas, and then we're all just in our pajamas all day Christmas Day and Christmas night. And so it's just really comfy and stuff like that. And then other times though, it's like you get new stuff and it's cute, like dressy, and you want to wear it, so we will sort of dress up. So it kind of goes depending on the year. Number 7, rename a reindeer. Okay, so this is kind of cute. I don't know if it's necessarily renaming it, well, sort of, but so my youngest son's name is Asher, and when he was just little, like a little toddler, my dad started calling him Asher Dasher. And so Dasher was kind of like, oh, like the reindeer Dasher. When he would hear it, it would be like, oh, like that's like me kind of thing. So I think I would rename Dasher to Asher Dasher because that's what my dad calls. And my dad still calls him that sometimes. I call him that. So Asher is Asher Dasher. And number 8, share a funny Christmas memory. Oh my gosh. One year, my dad decided to, and I wonder if I've told this on my story before, or on my channel before, I don't know. But my dad decided to take us all to Greenfield Village, which is like the Henry Ford Museum in Greenfield Village. It's a bunch of like old buildings from like way back and stuff, a lot of history, that kind of stuff, but they're really cool. And they were having like this, it's like all lit up for Christmas, like, but like, what am I trying to say? Like traditional, not like a bunch of colored lights and stuff. It's just more like traditional. But anyway, so we went to Greenfield Village and we were there, and oh my gosh, just the funniest things. Now I can't remember if it was Greenfield Village or Crossroads Village, because 2 years in a row we did one Crossroads and one Greenfield Village. Anyway, these might not have been the same places. Just go with these 2 stories because they're funny. The one thing that was hilarious was my and I felt so awful, but it was funny at the same time. Later, it was funny. I was holding my son Riley, and he was like 2 maybe at the time, and we were outside, and they had like this reindeer pen. I'm pretty sure I did tell about this story one time. And he had picked up a piece of like the straw that was in the reindeer pen, and we were standing like talking and stuff, and there's the reindeer, and it's kind of just walking around in there or whatever. And all of a sudden, this reindeer started going nuts. I mean, like freaking out. So everyone's like backing up and whatever. Well, I ended up realizing it was because he accidentally poked it in the eye with this piece of hay, which was so horrible, or straw or whatever. It was so terrible. And when I realized it, I was so like embarrassed. I'm like, I hope no one else noticed, like nobody knows, whatever. But later it was something we laughed about because it was just like such a weird situation. Maybe it's not that funny to you, but it was funny to us. But the funniest one, either at Crossroads Village or Greenfield Village, I don't remember. But there was this, like they advertised all these different things about, you know, things that were going to be there. And one was a skating pond. And we're like, oh, cool, you know, whatever. And you could rent skates and whatever. So we go up to this. You guys, okay. I'm going to start laughing about it right now. I have laughed till I have cried about this. Our whole family has, because it was so friggin' funny. So we get up there and we're thinking, oh, this will be so fun. We'll take the kids. They can skate. Like, it'll probably be a disaster because I'll be falling everywhere, whatever. We get up to this thing, and you can just see like hay bales, like in a long rectangle around something, right? As we get up to it and see, because I'm like, these people aren't really moving very much. Do you know, like the white kind of plastic cutting boards? Like they get all nicked up and scratches in them when you use them, like whatever, and just colored usually like that. Basically, it was a giant one of those, and people were not skating because you couldn't skate on it. I don't even know whoever came up with this idea, but people had on skates, but they were just sort of shuffling around on it because there was no possible way you could skate and glide on this thing. And so we called it the Christmas cutting board, and we laughed so hard about this. Like, we were all excited, like, oh, we're gonna go skating, and we get there and see that. Like, it was the most ridiculous thing I have ever seen, and it was hilarious, and we still bring it up and laugh about it. I'm saying these things and I'm realizing they're probably not going to be as funny to you, but if you were there, they were funny. Okay. Number 9. What's your favorite Christmas drink? I don't really, sometimes my sister will make wassail, which is sort of like it's a hot drink, kind of like a cidery, spicy cider, but it's a little sour kind of. I don't really know what's in it. I should know, but I'm actually gonna ask her to make it again because I really like it. So I really do like that. Number 10, if you could only buy one person a gift, who would it be? It would be my husband, because he's so good to me all the time, and he's always doing special little things for me and getting me gifts and just really thoughtful. And so I would make sure that he was the one who got a gift for me. Number 11, favorite winter nail polish. Honestly, I like hardly ever wear nail polish because it just chips so fast, and I love the look of painted nails, but it's just so frustrating to me. And at work, like, this is about as long as my nails can be with work, and I used to always be someone who had nice long nails and whatever, but they break off there and just get yucky. So when I do paint them though, it's usually like at Christmas, so I like to do like a, you know, red and then like a gold glitter or something like accent nail or something. Number 12, you have been granted one Christmas wish. What would it be? I would say for this year, it would be for us to have a awesomely white Christmas, lots of snow, where when we're at my mom and dad's, because a few years ago it was like this, so it's been more than a few now, but we had a really good snowy Christmas that year. Their pond was frozen, but the pond was low, and so there were like hills down into it. We played hockey on the pond and skated. We were on sleds going down these hills, like onto the ice and then sliding across. It was so fun. My dad has snowmobiles, so he will like pull you through trails on a sled. It was just such a fun Christmas that we all went out as a family, all bundled up and went and played in the snow, and I absolutely loved that. And so I would love, if I could have a Christmas wish for this year, that's what it would be, for it to be a super snowy winter that we could all go out and play in the snow again, because it was so fun. It was like being a little kid. I'm a little kid at Christmas. I'm a little kid most of the time, but definitely at Christmas. Number 13, your favorite Christmas smell. Anything spicy. I love clove. I love clove and orange and cinnamon and nutmeg and like all those spicy kind of like baking scents, things like that. That is like my favorite Christmassy smells. Wassail smells like that. Like it's, oh, I love it. So good. What's one thing you really want for Christmas? One thing I really want that I asked for, that I already know I'm getting because I went on and ordered the ones I wanted, are the ColourPop. They're gel eyeliners, like really fun pops of color ones that I can put like on my waterline and stuff. So that's something I really want that I already know I'm getting, but I won't look at them again to totally remember the colors and stuff, because, you know, it makes it more fun that way. Like when they come, my husband will just take them and wrap them and stuff, and so I won't actually like look at them. Number 15, have you ever owned an ugly Christmas sweater? And this is the last question. And yes, I have. One year I bought at a thrift store, it was I think it was a 1X or 2X red sweatshirt that was huge, and it was handmade. The person, whoever did this, was awesome. It was a tree made out of like garland, like green garland, and then little bulbs and stuff all over it, and underneath the tree were little presents, and there were actual like little tiny presents and stuff, but then there were like little tiny, like a little teddy bear, a little whatever, like different things. And my favorite part, there was a little roller skate and the wheels moved on it. It was amazing. It was gigantic on me, but it was fun and goofy, and everyone thought it was hilarious. And that was kind of before ugly Christmas sweater stuff really started happening, because this was over 10 years ago. Or it was about, I think it was 10 years ago. 10 or 11 years ago. So yeah, that was really fun. Everyone was like, you're so weird. So in all the family Christmas pictures, everyone's like dressed nice, and then here's me. So that was pretty awesome. But yeah, so that was all the questions, and I thought this was really fun. I hope you guys enjoyed hearing my answers, and I know I talked for a really long time, so I'm sorry. But I'm not doing Vlogmas, so I'm not making you watch your video every day. Not that you'd have to anyway. But thank you again, Jaimee-Leigh, and thank you, Lorna, for doing her tag that she created for you so that I was able to do it too. And I hope that you guys enjoyed seeing this. So thank you so much for watching. Have a very Merry Christmas, even though I'm going to talk to you a million more times before then. But that's okay. All right, talk to you guys soon. Bye.